I'm proud of Jamie Arnold. I thought he came out with good stuff, and he got the slider going a little bit, and that's effective when they have that many left-handed batters. I thought our game sense defensively early in the game, there were some awkward little balls. I thought he handled them. Farrow, the nice play. Some of those things, just the timing of it, we talk a lot about it, the game clock in the sense of how much time you have and when you have to rush a play a little bit, and I thought we handled it well early. Clearly a little sloppy at times defensively, and the pickoff for him, to get that back, I think he probably throws shutout baseball if he doesn't get himself into trouble with the pick. But he found himself in some trouble, and I think he went punch out, punch out, punch out there in one of the innings. And we talked about yesterday with Leiter, quality starting pitchers have to be able to relieve themselves at times to extend starts, and he did that. I think there's a little more in the tank with him, with Jamie. I wish the guys out of the bullpen had been a little more crisp. We'd seen better command out of those guys than, quite frankly, what we saw today. But that's part of the learning experience that you can't replicate in practice. They'll be better for what happened today. Good at-bats. I thought up and down the lineup you could go through every player, and I think you found some good at-bats. And Holbrook had a really nice day. Poor guy last year was never really 100%, and that's what he had done. If you look back at his career, he was that type of offensive player. So it was good to see it today in his first start. Those were good at-bats off a variety of different type arm, and I thought he did a nice job catching. So overall happy, 2 good games. You can see that we have a lot of options, and to get some of those guys involved in the game, I tried to make a point as soon as it separated a little bit. We did what we thought we needed to do to get some other guys chances to play, so that was good. And there's guys that deserve to be starting, playing. It's a tricky balancing act because we have a deep, talented positional roster. So we'll sort through that and just continue to grow and evolve with it.
What were some of the things you wanted to see out of Jamie coming into his second year, and are you starting to see those things?
Yeah, just a little bit more consistency with the command. I think the stuff, there's even fluctuation with his stuff. You can look at the velocities. We've seen him up to 96 and 7. So, it's weird to be 90 to 97 with the fastball, but the mechanics, when it syncs up, it really jumps out of his hand, and we talked about it last week. I still think there's a little more in there, but he's poised, and you can just see how he rolls through and doesn't get too rattled. I just think he's a little bit more consistent, a little more physical this year, and I think he has better sense of his secondary pitches. I don't know the breakdown of what he threw in terms of the slider and the changeup the most. I would think the slider with that lineup, but both of those have evolved for him, and when he can bring 2 secondary pitches along with that climbing, riding fastball that's 92 to 95 today, maybe. It's a tough combination, and the angle, the offset delivery, like the crossfire look that the hitters get, it's not easy to hit that. Then you factor in the actual stuff that goes with it, the velocity and the off-speed pitches. It's good. All of it's better. Like, he's just a year improved, a year more experienced. The summer pitching in the Cape helped some of the other guys that played summer baseball. So he's just on track with the development that you would think from year 1 to year 2. In every phase, I think he's better.
Only getting 2 games this weekend, not getting to throw Connor. Would you consider, would he maybe throw a few on Tuesday, or is that still up in the air?
No, I think it's possible. We'll talk about it. We had him on alert today. We wanted Jamie to get the start, but Whit was available, and we'll figure out Tuesday, and then looking into the weekend early. I don't want to get too off script with everything, but he clearly needs to throw. So I would say it's an option. I don't know how much we would lengthen it. We just kind of have to look, reflect on this weekend and what we felt with some of the younger arms that we used, and make sure we're using everybody appropriately, and him included Tuesday. It's a possibility.
Okay. Excellent.
Thanks.